look at this game and I knew coming in how good Kansas was. I hadn't seen them this year, but I had watched a lot of tape from last year. Certainly, they're 8 deep, man. They're really, really good. For us, we started the game out scared, nervous. Most of these guys had never been in this environment before. I was a little disappointed we didn't play better, but I thought as the game wore on, we got a little bit more relaxed. But they're better than us. They do a great job of keeping you from doing what you want to do. They do a great job of finishing at the basket, and the big guys were tough for us to handle. We hadn't really practiced much doubling down on them or fronting. We didn't want to do that. We just kind of wanted to play them straight up. So, I think great basketball team, and it was a great experience for us. I know we got beat bad, but I didn't expect to come in here and win. But I would have hoped we would have played a little bit better than we did. But I think it'll be a good learning experience for us.
That first 22-0 run, is you used the word intimidation. Is that kind of what you would attribute?
Yeah, I think I was worried we weren't going to get to 10. But they shot the ball well. There was no answer really. Our guys, when you practice, it's hard to simulate something like that. They did a good job of they made us speed up. They made us do things we didn't want to do. And so consequently, what did we do? We just jumped up and shot it. And we made a couple, and we missed a bunch, and they did a good job. They do such a great job on transition offense that if your transition defense isn't clicking, you're in trouble because they got so many different weapons.
You said you watched a lot of their tape from last year. Is there something drastic that stands out, the difference between the two? I know it's just one
between
night.
The 2 years?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I watched enough to say this team's better because I don't want to take anything away from last year's team because I didn't watch them. I had my own problems,
sure.
So I don't want you guys. I watched tape of them this year.
Gotcha.
Last week,
gotcha, right?
Not last year. I didn't have time to do that.
No.
But I think as Abuki's gotten better, he's a load now. He's a really, really good. Graham's so good, even though he didn't score a lot of points tonight, didn't take a lot of shots, but they got the inside play and the outside play, and they rebound well. If you don't block them off, you're in trouble, and we did it a couple times. So I'm sure there's some great, all TV stations back there, I'm sure there's some great highlights tonight showing them on follow-up dunks and stuff. But I think they're really, really good.
Coach, you used to do these type of games when you were in Central Missouri where you would play Missouri or other teams. How can this help you getting ready to go back and as you're back in the MIAA again?
Well, I think a great question. First of all, we're grateful for the opportunity to do this. Obviously, there's a financial part to it, but it's a tremendous experience for our guys. Even though we got beat by 46, I mean, it's just a great. I got some guys that got in there. They're from Kansas and Missouri and Oklahoma, Texas. I mean, they grew up watching this, and getting a chance to play in Allen Fieldhouse is a dream come true. For us, I think we can learn from it. I think we learn how hard we have to play. This is the top level of college basketball. So we learned that maybe we're not quite as good as we thought we were. And that's good. That's good. I mean, we learned that when you're supposed to make a cut, you make a cut. When you're supposed to set a pick, you set a pick. You just can't run by a guy. You got to set the pick, or you got to execute better. You got to do what you're supposed to do defensively. That's what you learn.
What was the explanation you got on the technical foul early?
Oh, we didn't have one of our guys wasn't in the scorebook. Severe point of the game there. I don't want to criticize anybody, but they left 45 off on that card you guys got. and that's our fault. We didn't check it. So it's a learning experience. I got new staff, and so we learned that. Hey, that's good.
Coach, coming in, you know, 9 old guys from last year, you brought in 9 new guys, and they're all new to you. Talk about kind of just that first live game experience and all of that chemistry.
Well, you know, it was, you know, I think the experience of having all the new guys, you know, it's like I told our guys, we got 18 new guys really because, you know, they got a new coach. And so, by no means, you know, are we prepared to play a real game yet. But I think this would help us. You know, a lot of our new guys, some of them are Division I transfers. They've played in this environment, but a lot of these guys haven't. And so I think this teaches them something. And hopefully, you know, like I said, hopefully we can build on this and get better. We're not going to belabor it. I mean, we're not going to like watch film for the next 10 days on Kansas, but you know, maybe for a day or so we can build on it and get better.